So I had to tell you guys this one because it pertains to everything. First of all, I can't find my fucking phone. I wasn't using my phone for a while. My phone suddenly, and this was a while back, and they give you like this, my phone stopped, the password stopped working. Do you know how frustrating that is? Because there's no reason for it. You punch in your password and this password is not, no, you are a fucking stupid phone. The password is the same. It stopped working, which means you can't access any of your voicemail. And my voicemail's been full. So I've been avoiding my phone because I wanted to put my voicemails onto tape recorders. You know I do. I don't just delete them. And as I recently told my mom, well, Mom, you know what? I actually have your voicemail, so I know what I believe is true based on what you told me. Now, something may have happened. You know, I know you had the rent all cleared up, but maybe since she was on vacation when you dropped it off through the slot, maybe an animal tore it into pieces and it never got cashed. In which case, since you no longer have that account, and it's been completely closed out by somebody else, you can't really prove anything, so you'll have to pay it. But, you know, you can at least ask if maybe it was cashed. And then they just didn't note it in their records. Anyone can forget to check a little box that says paid or not paid the rent, especially when it's late, especially involving when it was all this, you know, pain in the ass shit that went on. But regardless, I told my mom, you called me up from the hospital ranting and raving, and I saved the message. Saved all the messages. They're my messages on my cell phone. I could save them forever if I want to, onto a tape. As my cousin 100% reassured me with laughter in her voice. No, whenever somebody leaves a message on the cell phone, by the very nature of that, they know they're being recorded, so it is not against the law to save those messages. I have a message from some stupid guy that fancied himself in love with me, and he was nothing but a one-night stand to me, and he, from my 20s, I still have that somewhere probably, unless it got ruined. I can't find my phone now, but quickly, I was just taking the beast out. It's 11 a.m. I was talking to the neighbor across the street. We usually don't talk because she was here in 2009 during all that. I was not very, you know, I was a different person than I am now. Like I said, not that I did anything, not that I was doing drugs or throwing wild parties or whatnot, but, you know, I was drinking back then. I was, you know, and then I was, you know that whole story if you knew me or if you've followed my things since. That doesn't matter. Okay, it's over and done with. She started talking to me. She saw me out with Omar and whatnot, and asked about him, and her deck collapsed. Remember how you guys have been filming? And I said, I've been filming the back of this deck. I've been showing you periodically how it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the past 5 weeks. Hers collapsed yesterday. It completely separated from the house. I warned my mom that's probably going to happen to you. I was trying to find my phone so I could call my mom and tell her. Yeah, her friend's deck collapsed completely, fell away from the house, etc., etc. It's not designed to handle the snow. My mom's is going to collapse. I can guarantee you. And I said to the woman across the street, I thought everyone around here has those decks. She's like, no, a lot of them, people have made those into extra rooms. Oh, okay. Well, mine's still a deck, and the insurance will cover it, won't it? And she's like, I don't know. Yeah, the insurance will cover it. My mom talked to a couple of people around here who said that to her. They said, oh, they're not worried about their roofs. I told you guys that too. Oh, the insurance will cover if something happened. And I told that woman that, and because I found out she actually did her roof in the beginning before there'd been that many storms with that, because she was having some kind of other problem in the house or something. That's why I found that out. But and I told her what they said, and she thinks that's ridiculous. Because I said, yeah, okay, the insurance will cover it, but what if, worst case scenario, something happens to your stuff if the roof caves in, or something happens to you, even worse case, that basically people are just nonchalant. Instead of paying a couple $100 to have the roofs cleared off, they would rather take the chance. I told her my mom paid $150, and that was a couple of storms ago, but we haven't had any major storms since then, so. But yeah, so around here, I'm just giving you guys proof that something happened. No roof collapse, but the woman's deck. She has a deck like my mom's, and she says, no, she just said, I don't need a deck anyway. Yeah, true, but it is it's nice to have a back entrance just 'cause, And then she said, I said, oh, okay, did you call the fire department? I mean, she said, I called the fire department. I said, how'd you get back out there? She has sliding glass doors that lead to her deck in the back. See, we don't have that. I showed you, we have the windows, and then we have the door that I said, you haven't been able to get on my mom's door for weeks, But yeah, she has a deck like my mom's, and the thing collapsed yesterday. I said, well, you know what, it's kind of too late now. You know what I mean? My mom's not going to, at this point, it would cost so much and take so long that it's better just to have the deck collapse and have the insurance cover it than to pay hundreds upon hundreds to have someone clear that off. It's just too much. Something bad could happen with those ice dams, too, in the back. People take their chances. But since I've been bitching and saying stuff and warning you guys and blah, 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 I thought I'd give you proof. The old lady across the street said to me, she's like, my deck collapsed yesterday. I had to call the fire department. I'm like, fire department here, you can't get out there. Sorry, but she's nonchalant about it. She's like, I don't need a deck anyway. I'm like, I'm sure the insurance will cover it, right? That's why you get house insurance, right? Doesn't insurance cover stuff like that? That's what people have been reassuring my mom. But my mom was smart. A couple of storms ago, she finally paid to have the roof done. But the deck, I don't know, if this woman's deck collapsed, then, I can't imagine that my mom's won't. Then I said to the woman, well, doesn't everybody have a deck in their back? She don't see people's back of their houses. And she's like, no, a lot of people have turned them into rooms, extra rooms. Alright, well, you're an old lady. I have a feeling you've been here a long, long time. I didn't ask you. I know you were here in 2009. You're not new here. If I asked my mom, she'd probably tell me you're probably one of those that's been here like 20 years or something. Remember, this house is old itself. The guy who lived here apparently, I think my mom said he died here. In any case, he lived here a long, long time, so that deck is old, old, old. Okay. My mom redid the roof when she first moved in, but the deck, it probably will collapse. I'm not saying it will, but I just wanted to give you guys proof that, I bitch and I worry about shit, but there's your proof. She's right across the street. She has a deck like my mom's, and her deck collapsed yesterday. Okay? Couldn't handle the weight of the snow, and I told him, like, oh my God, my mom has a table and chairs out there, an umbrella, and the snow is piled 8-9 feet up on it, up on the deck. Decks aren't designed to handle that. And Mom's gonna freak out. Anyway, like I said, it's kind of too late now. It's spring. I mean, I'm sure if my mom talked to his auntie, she would say, no, don't pay hundreds upon hundreds. It'll be a lot. It's just too much. And you could clear the snow off the deck. I mean, you'd have to do the ice dams in the back too. I mean, at this point, just wait and see what happens. It would take a long time for somebody to even get out there to, you know, you can't plow out there. You got to shovel your way out. You know, you can't open the door. So you'd have to go around like I was going to do on my little adventure, and like I was fantasizing about doing, knowing damn well I did at least see right at the beginning of the house what it would be like to try, and the snow's hard. It's not going to be as like easy as I had fantasized it being. I'll just kind of run. I'll use my body weight and run through the snow. Yeah, sure. No, it's not how it is, people. I did try it the other day. I mean, I just attempted it right near where I would start. And I stepped into it, and I'm like, oh my God. This would be a real endeavor, a real workout to get to the back of my mom's house. I'm asking the world out here, how come you behave the way you do towards me? It's very bizarre. It's not bizarre to me you do that to strangers. It's just you do it to me. And that's just not right. And that behavior just needs to be, you know, rectified. I don't know how, but maybe next time you do it, I should put you in the carrier. So you or the cage, associate going in the cage with, you don't treat Mama that way. You don't growl at Mama and lunge at Mama like she's a fucking stranger. You don't do that to Mama. Just as an aside, it's one thing if for whatever reason I want to avoid my own phone because a certain person or something, I just don't feel like dealing with something they've sent me or a message or whatnot. Temporarily, you know. I've been prone to do that. It's quite another when I can't find my phone and use it myself, especially if it's an emergency. My mom's not home. My phone got misplaced, maybe, and all this mess. What's the matter with the pug? I'm pugging, boo 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 boo. Pugs look like aliens. At least my pug does. My pug is bug eyes. Bug eyes. Oma, how come you lunge and growl and lunge at Mama when she's just like getting up from the living room to go to the bathroom or to go to her bedroom or whatever, or you go psycho when she's leaving? Interesting thing is, he goes more psycho. I swear to God, if my mom is home and she's holding him on the leash and I'm leaving, then, but actually when I'm leaving, he can't go psycho because he's not left loose. He has to go to the bathroom. But even many months ago or something, if I was leaving and just leaving him to go, and I was leaving for the day, you know, he doesn't go quite as psycho. He gets upset because he can't go with you, but you have to understand, when he goes psycho when I'm leaving, he doesn't want to go with me. He's home safe and warm with Grandma in the house.